Welcome to this week's edition of Mississippi Happenings Podcast. My name is David Oles, and Jim Newman is having a power outage at his house in Tupelo, and he's not available to join us. One of the things that we want to talk about today, and I'm very excited to have this guest with us, and to talk about what she is doing in her community. In Mississippi and throughout the nation, there's two things that get talked about a lot. One of them is food scarcity, and the other one is food insecurity. Scarcity is more of a supply issue where there's not enough food produced. Food insecurity is lacking, which means lacking reliable access to enough affordable nutritious foods. And there is about 14% of the U.S. households, which is roughly 18 million, experience food insecurity. That affects about 48 million people nationwide. That's 18 households and 48 million people. The key contributors are inflation, stagnant wages, and living in food deserts. Now, we know that with these statistics, and this comes from our U.S. government, 14 million children live in food insecure households. Minorities, blacks roughly 24%, Latino 20%, face rates, and those rates are more than double the white community and non-Latino households. And geographically, those rates are higher in the urban areas, which is 16%, than the rural areas, and also compared to the suburbs. Now, joining me today, I want everybody to meet Miss Yolanda Hassell-Rooks, and she is a community activist. She is a former candidate in Horn Lake for alder position, and she is owner-operator of her own Horn Lake Insurance Group. So, Yolanda, it's great to have you with us, and it's great to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. I am so happy to be here. I'm very excited. Very excited. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. I had a friend of mine that I go to church with who was telling me about you, and I was so excited. And so tell me about the Horn Lake, and make sure I'm getting this right, the Horn Lake Community Garden. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started the community garden at our Horn Lake Library, right there on Goodman Road, mainly because there are so many people who are experiencing food insecurity, as well as just having access to healthy food choices as well. I talked to a lot of them. When I was out campaigning, I was surprised to learn just how many people within the Horn Lake city limits are experiencing food insecurity. Yes. And also, Mississippi is one of the unhealthiest states in America. And I would happen to know that as a life insurance agent. Just finding it very difficult to get people approved for a decent life insurance coverage. It's very hard. And I started to look around, even going down into the Delta area, where there are a lot of obesity, stagnation, and people having lack of access to healthier food choices. Yes, sir.
Yeah. According to Mississippi Today, as you just mentioned, Mississippi has one of the highest food insecurity rates in the nation. uh, nearly 1 in 5 people face hunger. Poverty, lack of transportation, and once again, widespread food deserts, especially, as you said, in the Mississippi Delta, where residents often have one grocery store per 190 miles. They have to drive with these critical disparities. And then, of course, it talks about Amite, Holmes, Humphreys are three of the most severely affected counties, as well as the, of course, in the Delta as well. Where is the food, where's your garden located, and what all do you grow in the garden?
Well, right now we have tomatoes and beans and some onions growing, and we're preparing now to plant our greens for the upcoming season. So we have someone who has volunteered his services to come out with his tractor and go ahead and plow everything back up again so that we can get those greens planted. And I'm pretty sure the community would be very happy to see those greens as well. Now, as far as the garden goes, I am always soliciting volunteers. We don't want it to be like the little red hen, where who's going to help me plant the corn, who's going to help me go out here and work, for the corn, but then everybody is going to want to eat the corn. So we're looking for people wanting to help us in the garden to get it set up as well, and to be able to grow for our community. We need to grow Horn Lake in so many ways, but definitely when it comes to nutrition.
Gotcha. And where is the garden located?
It is right there at the Horn Lake, the M.R. Dye Library, and that is Goodman Road. That is in Horn Lake, and it is directly behind the library. You cannot miss the garden. We are in the process of getting a scarecrow, and you'll be able to see that scarecrow, and you'll know exactly where the garden is located. But if you're looking for the exact address, just a moment here, let me get that for you.
But it's right next to or behind the M.R. Dye Library. Is that correct?
It is right. Yes, it's directly behind the M.R. Dye Library.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it is. And a lot of kids play ball in that park as well. So everybody in Horn Lake is aware of that area. Let's see here, but we have the address. It is 2885 Goodman Road West.
Okay.
And that is Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Okay, that's 2885 Goodman Road in Horn Lake?
Yes, west.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Do you have
And also
volunteers? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, we do. We do have volunteers. Most of our volunteers are senior citizens, however.
Mhm.
And it has been hot. It has been extremely hot. And so I have forbid them to go out there in this heat. The last thing I need is for someone to get hurt or harmed or to have a heat stroke in this heat, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're just, right now I'm working with my husband and I and with my younger members. We're out there trying to work and do what we can do right now until we get ready to get those greens planted.
What about one of the things that that affects? I mean, this is such an important issue for children, and I don't have the facts in front of me, but a lot of, I would think, food insecurity really affects children during the summer months when
Yes.
they're not in school, and so they don't have access to to food for lunch or breakfast. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, this is primarily why I'm doing what I'm doing, is because, but I'm only one person.
Uh huh.
This is all over Mississippi. And we have children now that I am helping to, get the word out about the boxes that are being handed out at Horn Lake High School weekly. These are nutritional boxes. They do have a lot of I would say shelf life food in those boxes as well. So that can help offset a lot of the food insecurity. But that line is very long. I cannot give you the number of people that are in line, but I can tell you that there are a lot of people within the Horn Lake area lining up for those boxes weekly. And this goes back to having more available access to healthier food. Mississippi is one of the unhealthiest states in America again, and we have 220 low-income census tracts within Mississippi. And so with that being said, there's a lot of people going hungry daily, and especially children. And the access that they do have is normally unhealthy. Fast food is unhealthy, right? And so there's not a lot of children learning how to garden for themselves in Mississippi anymore. We need to make sure that we can start that back again as far as getting more children able to grow their own food. But how do we change, this narrative in Mississippi? And then I asked myself, well, what can I do? What can I do to change it? And I said, well, let's start a community garden where everybody can just have access to healthier food choices.
Gotcha. We know one of the things that we know that the Mid-South Food Bank, they have closed roughly, I think there was 12 of their mobile food banks in Mississippi. And they've also done, closed them around Arkansas and Tennessee. It's good to see the community step up like you're doing. And I noticed that I noticed that a lot of churches, mine included, they have a food pantry. You see those little boxes so people can go, at their convenience and without having to ask for something, to be able to go and get, certain things, one of the things that I know that we don't have at our church, in our food bank, is, you really don't have vegetables out there, because vegetables spoil. So it's
right.
It's good to see that you're trying to fill in that gap. Do you have a lot of do children show or kids show a lot of interest in the garden when they come through there?
Yes. They have shown a lot of interest in just learning how to garden, seeds, within their own windows, basically, out to the garden from a seed. And so we have a children's garden that we will be also getting set up out there as well, so that children in the community can come out and learn how to garden, because this is an asset. These are things that our children need to learn how to do to be able to self-sustain.
That's important. I do some above ground gardens, and I've been talking to my wife for years about having a full garden. And my wife says, David, you don't know what you're doing. And number two, it's a lot of work. So I admire you for what you're doing, and your volunteers that come out. You talked about the volunteers, the people that there, especially this heat, and you mentioned
Yes.
A friend of ours, mutual friend that has come and broke the garden up for you.
Oh, yes.
Is there,
Sprayberry.
huh? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, that's right. We have a mutual friend.
Yes, Mr. Dr. Trev Sprayberry, great guy.
Yes, that's him.
Um, do you have people that also come out and do the weeding or the pulling of the weeds and as well as that?
I've had a sorority come out, and they did go out to Shelby Farms and pick up us some mulch for some of the boxes that we're going to be using. One person was able to do that for us as well. I have a lot of people joining the garden, but I don't have a lot of workers,
Uh-huh.
right? I need workers, and not just our elderly workers. I'm actually just forbidding them to go out in this heat right now. But right now, those are the ones who are more motivated, are my seniors.
Uh-huh.
Um, but however, it has just been too hot. First, we had a lot of rain, but this comes with gardening. This comes with farming, anything you're farming, and this comes with gardening. And you must learn endurance, right, and patience. And so this is what we're learning, and this is what we're trying to teach the children, that it's not always going to work out as planned, but you have to keep at it, right?
Right.
And so this is the message that I'm trying to get over to my younger generations within our community. We have to find an outlet for them within Horn Lake. We have a lot of athletes, and we need their help in the garden as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that they can learn something else that is valuable, that they can take and use within their whole entire lives for their families. And so this is what we're trying to create, and this is why we're going to start the children's garden, and we're getting that set up as well. But right now, we're just meeting people to want to come out again, not
Mm-hmm.
in the hottest part of the day, but maybe some evenings or early mornings. Come out there, help weed.
Mm-hmm.
Come out and plant your seeds. So we're going to need people to do all these things
Okay.
so that we can help feed everyone.
Gotcha. So basically you need volunteers to do the dirty work, to get their hands dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you need volunteers to plant seeds or to donate seeds. Would that help you?
Donate seeds. We do have some seeds, but again, we're right now we're focusing on preparation for greens.
Got it.
And that's what we're going to be doing. And just imagine people will be able to come out and just pick as many greens as they want,
Uh-huh.
at no cost.
It's
And that's what we're trying to create.
it's amazing, the greens I've gotten at the store my wife's
Yes.
picked up. You get this big old bunch of greens, and then you cook them, and you got a little pot of greens.
That's right.
But they're so good.
Right. That's right. But
But
they're so delicious. And
yes,
they're very nutritious.
yes, that's
Right?
true.
I am a health coach, and so with that, I would love for people to just come out and become healthier. And gardens will do that. Well, for communities. Again, I also sell life insurance, and when you have to drive across the state line into Memphis in order, for people to be able to get a decent quote, because in Mississippi the quotes are different. Why? Because we are unhealthy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so life insurance quotes and rates are hugely different here. right?
Mm-hmm.
Because many insurers look at Mississippi as being unhealthy, and we're really a red flag when it comes to voting because we're such an unhealthy state.
And
Yes, and so I started Applejack, which is a nonprofit for children,
uh-huh.
to teach them to make healthy choices for themselves.
And you said that tell us a little bit more about that program. It's called Applejack, and what does it do?
It is called Apple Jacks. It is a nonprofit.
Yep.
We've given away apples and junk ropes at the different libraries.
Uh-huh.
But we also went out to Tate County and we gave away junk ropes and fruit to the housing community as well, just to try and get children to become more active. And Apple Jacks, the meaning behind that and why I decided to name it Applejack is because I believe an apple a day really will help to keep the doctor away.
Uh-huh.
And if children can pick up an apple and maybe do some jumping jacks this summer, right, versus playing on the video games all day and becoming couch potatoes and watching movies, they will become, a healthier person. And so that's where Apple Jacks comes in.
Oh, that's
To
great.
teach you how to make healthy choices for yourself.
Yeah, they
Go
don't
in
need
the
to become.
store and ask for an apple.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't need to become couch potatoes like their parents or grandparents. And I'm a couch
They
potato.
don't. They don't. And, well, this is why their parents and grandparents are taking so many different meds. And so, in order to change the narrative, we have to do something different. And we need to start with the children, all
Gotcha.
right? Because our children will change Mississippi's health narrative.
And we know that, of course, we could really get on another subject with health care or the lack of health care
Oh yes.
in Mississippi,
Yes.
and one of them is, of course, that we should
That's right.
I've expand Medicaid in Mississippi, but
Well,
that's a
that's
whole
true. That would be great.
that's a whole different subject. And
Well, I believe that the governor's office should maybe take a look at my emails as far as implementing my Healthy Children Summer programs. I think that would be wonderful for
Gotcha.
them to take a look at. It is a free program.
Great. We know that Representative Hester Jackson McCrae
Yes.
lives in your area, and she is your
He does.
representative.
He does.
I know she's a
Yes,
strong
he is very
opponent.
active.
Yeah, she's a strong proponent for expanding health care in Mississippi, and I'm sure she would love if if she hasn't heard about your program.
Oh,
I'm
she
learned.
has already participated.
Oh,
She's
great!
all for the garden. Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. And the Applejack program?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay,
And
good.
I believe that we will change Horn Lake, um, with children. Our children will change Horn Lake's narrative because Horn Lake, to me, feels a little, sad, or maybe not as active, and also a little dormant. And I want to bring life. And the way that we can do that is with food and nutrition. Because if you're healthy, then you're gonna participate in more events. You're gonna be a part of more activities and things that we have going on within the community. But if you're unhealthy, you're not going to leave your home.
That's true.
And we have a lot of that within our community, right? And I want everyone to be able to come out, enjoy our city. We have an awesome park. I would love for people to come out and walk together, within our park. But they're not up to it many times because they are either obese or they are just overall unhealthy. And this is why the garden is so important, to have healthier choices.
Gotcha. How could, as we wrap this up, how can we talked about what you need from the community, the volunteers, um,
Yes.
the people that could work in it, people that could stay there, people that can give out um, the food.
Well, they can reach out to me directly. My phone is always ringing, so they're welcome to call my number. I
Okay.
can give you that.
Okay.
It is 901 567 6840.
Okay. That's 901 567 6840. Fantastic.
Correct.
Okay. Well, Yolanda, once again, it's great meeting you. I'm excited about what you're doing, and I'm excited about how the community is involved with it, and the community is supporting it. And you saw a problem, you saw an issue, and you've got a solution for it, and you're getting other people involved in this. And I admire you for what you're doing. I respect what you're doing, and I wish you
Thank you.
the best of luck. Any last words for us?
I just want to reach out to my community of Horn Lake and to let you guys know that you're not alone. No matter what you're going through, I am here. The Garden Club is here. You're welcome to come out and join us. We have healed people in so many different ways, other than just, gardening. So come out and join us, and let's just be the community that we deserve.
Okay. Thank you so much. All righty. Well, this is
Alrighty. Hey.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, and to our viewers and to our sponsors, we do appreciate it. I do want to give you Yolanda Hassell-Rooks' phone number once again, and please, if you could volunteer, if you could come out there and donate your time to work in the garden and to help the people in the community. I know that she would appreciate it, and all of Horn Lake would appreciate it. Her phone number, once again, is 901 567 6840. 901 567 6840. Thank you for joining us in this podcast. And as always, may we never be indifferent to the suffering of others. Thanks so much.
You too.